This year's Basic Education Certificate Examination, that's the B.E.C.E. for final year junior high school students, begins today. A total of 438,030 candidates are expected to take part in the exams at 1,546 centers across the country. The candidates are made up of 229,724 males and 208,306 females. The examination would end on Friday, June 19. Now, the number of candidates for this year represents an increase of 15,084 over last year's figure of 422,946 final year JHS students who registered for the examination. Now, the exam will be supervised by 1,546 supervisors and 1,466 assistant supervisors. A total of 15,326 invigilators would be swapped in the course of the examination. Our reporter Michael Ado has been moving around some centers and has joined us on the line to tell us what he has observed so far since the beginning of the paper. Michael, good afternoon and thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Martin.
Great. Which centers have you visited and what can you report?
So far, I've been to Teshi, the Teshi Northern Cluster A and B schools, where in total at the Teshi Cluster A school we have 493 candidates who were writing their English language paper. And from what we gathered from the supervisor, Felix Ametame, he said so far only 4 absenteeism have been recorded. That's 2 male and 2 females. And at the Teshi Northern Cluster B school, also in the Lejukukukro municipality, we have 325 candidates also writing their exams. But from the supervisor there was no absenteeism. So far, that's what I've gathered from the Teshi Northern Cluster of schools in the Lejukukukro municipality. We are yet to move to other centers also to get the situation on the ground.
All right. Thank you very much, Michael Ado. He is TV3's correspondent and he's been monitoring events in a number of the examination centers here in Accra and was just updating us. We will also be crossing over to other parts of the country to get an update of how the examination is going so far. Okay, talking about that, let's go straight to the Ashanti region where Ibrahim Abubakar, he's TV3's reporter in the Ashanti region, and he has joined us to tell us more. Ibrahim, good afternoon. Thank you very much for joining us. Which centers have you been to and what have you seen? Hello, Ibrahim. Ibrahim Abubakar, if you can hear me, can you tell us what's happening in the Ashanti region? All right, we seem to be having some challenges with the line, but we would try to get Ibrahim Abubakar on the line. He is TV3's reporter in the Ashanti region, and he has also visited a number of examination centers. If you are now joining us, the news is that the Basic Education Certificate Examination, that's the B.E.C.E., kicked off earlier today, and a total of centers are expected to host these students to write that particular exam. It will be ending on Friday, the 19th of June. Ibrahim Abubakar has joined us now. Hello, Ibrahim.
Hello, Martin.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much for joining us. Which centers have you visited and what can you report?
Well, today I visited some 5 centers within the Amansia West district of Ashanti region, and exam started exactly at 9 a.m. Nothing untoward has been recorded, but then interestingly, one center that I visited, the Mansour Dibia Senior High School, where 12 junior high school are writing. 6 people were absent, and out of the 6, I learned 5 are pregnant and 1 has delivered. And then 1 person is also writing exams with her pregnancy. I asked the invigilators, they said they did not buy anyone with pregnancy from writing, but then they chose not to come and write. But then, apart from that, nothing untoward has happened. Everything is going as prepared. And I spoke to some of the candidates who told me that they have strong expectation of obtaining brilliant grades to further their education. So for now, the first paper, they are done with the first paper, which is English language. They are waiting to start the second paper, which is religious and moral education. I also spoke to the district director here, who told me that candidates have conducted themselves properly during the exams, and she hoped that they maintain that until Friday. So, like I said, nothing sort of examination or practice has happened apart from the 6 persons who have centered themselves because they are pregnant.
All right, thank you very much, Ibrahim Abubakar. He is TV3's reporter in the Ashanti region and was just giving us an update of events happening there. He particularly visited about 5 centers at the Amansi West constituency and says that so far nothing untoward or no kind of form of examination or practice has been recorded. But one observation is that 6 students have absented themselves. 4 of them are ladies, 5 of them are ladies, and that number, the ladies who he mentioned are absent as a result of pregnancy. They have not been stopped from writing the exam, they chose not to come. But we'll be monitoring events across the country as far as this B.E.C.E is concerned and update you as and when we get them. We wish all the students all the very best.